Hello, Vacation Bible School kids! I am Belle, and this is Amy, as you already know. So the projects we're going to be doing today is the senior
Cards for Seniors,
and the painting handprint project,
and the Acts of Service wheel.
So first, what we're going to start with is the
Cards for Seniors.
Cards for Seniors. Sorry, I always forget that. But what you're going to need first is colored pencils and some copier paper or any paper you have around the paper.
And a pen to write on the inside with, because you're going to leave a nice little message for them.
So you're going to take your paper, fold it in half, and make it a card. And then you're going to take your pencils, draw whatever your heart desires and whatever makes you happy. I'm going to be drawing flowers. And so while I'm drawing the flowers and the nice message on the inside, Amy will be explaining the Acts of Service wheel.
Yeah, all right. So this one, what you're going to need is your poster board. So you're going to cut out a big circle from your poster board. And you're going to need one of these things. They're called a brad. One of these little doohickeys. So, and then you're going to need a tiny circle of poster board in case your paper clip is too big for the brad, in which case it is 4 hours. So, but first, before you need any of those little things, you're going to take your circle and you're going to find the center of it and you're going to make a small hole. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use a ruler and make 6 sections, like a pie, of your circle. And it may not be perfect, and that's okay. So here is my little pie here. So little sections, and each of these sections, what you're gonna do is you're gonna write an act of service to help out your family. So what I have as examples is some of the acts of service is like feed your pets and water the plants and brush your teeth and pick up your toys. And a nice one is give a hug. Because, sometimes your parents need hugs too. And another one is make your bed. That would definitely make your parents happy. So what you're going to do, and you don't have to use those, you can add as many as you want. The cat is yelling in the background. I don't know if you can hear that, but Comet is demanding attention. But at another date. So you can add whatever acts of service you want, but you're going to write them down on there as such, like I did. And you can even color it if you want. So you can add little fun colors. I'm gonna color it, steal some of Belle's colored pencils here, just as an example, We're gonna color this nice and pretty real quick. See, look at that. Nice colors. And obviously you can spend more time on it for the sake of this video. That's all we're gonna do. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your brad here and you're gonna take that small little circle poster board, and you have to poke a hole in the middle of this one as well, and you're gonna put your brad inside of it like this. And then what you're gonna do is take your paper clip and put it on. So then you have to hold the paper clip and then stick it through the hole in the inside of your acts of service wheel. Just stick it in there. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold, I guess I call them the legs of the brad, back so that it stays in place like this. You might have to make it a little loose so your paper clip can spin. You might have to fumble with it a little bit, but then when you flick it, it should be able to spin. Which, hang on, we gotta loosen this one a tad bit. I'm gonna do that real quick. There we go. So now it spins. Just like that. And so you can, when you spin it, you do whatever it says on the wheel. So I can spin it right now. And mine landed on give a hug. Would you like a hug, Belle?
I would love a hug, Amy.
All right.
We all share hugs and happiness.
Yeah. So there's your fun little wheel.
And I am just about done with mine. So when you're done with your card, this is what mine looks like. I have flowers all over it. I didn't have much time, so and then my message on the inside is God loves you, and so do we, me and Amy.
Yeah, you love me.
So you can mail them to
well, I think you can hand them back into the church, and then Pastor Scott and Tia will mail them. Otherwise, you can mail them to whatever
the
senior home or nursing homes that you like.
And then now for the last project, we have the hand painting handprint project. So what you want to need is your paint and a paint brush. So I am going to paint my hand, and I wouldn't do too thick of a coat because you don't want it to be really sloppy. But yes, I'm just going to paint mine for a second right here. And
make sure it's not too thin, because otherwise it'll dry to your hand and not put any paint on the
paper.
Yeah.
So I have my
poster board,
and I'm going to put my handprint onto the board.
And you might want to wiggle it a little bit to really get that fingerprints on there.
Because we all have unique hands, because God made us all unique. And so you have your handprint, and then you can cut it out.
So I can cut it out since Belle's hand is a little painty right now. And
Yes.
You can go wash that right now if you like.
I'm going to go wash my hands,
And
and
I'm
Amy will explain.
going to cut this out. So why we were making these is because the church would like an example of like how many kids that we have participating in VBS, and just like all of our unique different hands, because we're all unique children of God. And the church would like an example of that by hanging up the fingerprints at church. So I'm just going to cut this out like so. Almost done.
Hello, I am back.
Yes, sir.
And Amy is almost done cutting the hand out.
Almost.
There we go.
So then it'll be like that. And when it dries, you can write your name on it if you like. So, but then what you're gonna do is, I'm not sure if they're going to pick them up, Pastor Scott and Tia, or if they're going if you send them to the church. But then they're gonna hang these up on the bulletin board on the stairway in the church to show all your beautiful handprints.
We are all together during this hard time.
Yeah.
All making it through together. And so these are the projects that we have done today. I hope you enjoyed and had fun. And we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.